This is our freestanding roost. And you can see that we've just used logs from our forest. Day 21. So this is normally the day that we would put them on pasture, but we are going away for 2 days and we don't want to have them on pasture without us here. So you can see their little door there, they're out in the yard, but they're just mostly sitting here. What you doing, girls? Huh? And boys? You just sitting here being bored? The other thing we've done is we've given them the food in this metal, and we find that if we put it full, then they just eat as they want it. They don't just ravenously every time we come in here just go gorge. So it's just here to free eat whenever they want it. So that's good. There you go. Happy birthday, day 21. So all of the children will remember the story of Sleeping Beauty. How she was cursed by the wicked fairy and told that she would, if she pricked her finger upon when she was 16 on the spinning wheel, then she would sleep for 100 years. And in the movie you watch all the briars grow up for 100 years. Well, today is our 100th day, and I am here to tell you that we have watched briars just completely take over our barn. I can probably show you a picture of our barn last spring. And we have, these are blackberries. And blackberries are amazing, and it must have been what was used in the Sleeping Beauty castle. Do you see this long thing? These just shoot out. So right now, I am cutting them out of the barn and away from the barn because they just take over, and I will show you what I mean. They've all grown up here around the chicken coop, so those are all coming down tomorrow. This is our path into the barn, and you can see them growing all the way out here. So we have blackberries that grow. Now you can see the wall over there, and I'll zoom into it. See it coming right through the wall. Last year they were just everywhere in here, and oh, there's one peeking its little head in right there. So, and this, on this side of the barn, is a living wall of blackberries, but it did not take 100 years to do this. This took just a few weeks is all. A few weeks. And I'm going to show you one more thing. You can see right up there how they're coming in the very top. The blackberries rule in Oregon, and it just reminds me of the story of Sleeping Beauty, but it doesn't take 100 years. Last fall, I planted sweet peas behind me, and they didn't take. And I had to jump over the fence where the wheat grass is, and all of a sudden I said, whoa, there's a sweet pea there. I don't know how it went over that way because the wind blows this way. Have no idea. But anyway, it did. So today, I found another one. You see this right here? And look at these sweet peas that I got off. And they're really, really, really good. I mean, really good. Snap peas. And here's the, who? I don't understand. Anyway, kind of funny.
I want to show you what we currently have in the way of roosts for these chickens. We've shown it before, but we're making some modifications today, so I wanted to explain it. You see these roosts we have here, they're like, 2 feet or so off the ground. We thought the chickens would appreciate that. The Delawares do. The Rhode Island Reds, if you look up top up here, you see this this board that runs along there, it's like a half wall, a pin wall that was here. And they roost up on top of there. Now we have some plastic fastened to the back of it going to the ceiling to cut down on the airflow during the winter. And it never occurred to us that they'd, you know, chickens like to roost high, dumb us. That's where the Rhode Island Reds like to roost, is right along there all the way. Well, it's cool except that the plastic catches their poop on that side. It doesn't fall in here, and so that's a problem. What we're going to do is to put some wire up in front of this roost so they can't get all the way up there, because that's the wall. That's what we intended. I mean, that's what that is. So have them sitting on top of the wall we can't keep them safe. They're out exposed to whatever may get into the barn, which is wide open. And we're going to keep the plastic in place, put the wire in front of it so that they can't get on that roost, and then raise these roosts up higher so that they all can be higher, so that they'll like that. And what that will do is that we'll have them all sitting out on top of this bedding so that we're getting the advantage of their poop into this bedding and mixed in and all that it's going to do for us. Now, exactly where we're going to put this and how we're going to do this, we're still talking about it, what we want to do. We're going to look at what's here and figure out a better way of doing this than what we've been doing. So stay tuned. We'll show you the finished product. But this is the change we're making. We're really liking this deep bed. You know, we kind of have the best of both worlds. We have this deep litter that's in here for them to use when they're in here. And then during the colder parts of the year, which is kind of short for us, but during the rainy times when they can't get outside, great place for them to be. And it's big enough for the quantity we have, although we're looking at reducing our flock a little bit. So it's better all around for us. But they also get out to free range. Now, you've seen our chicken train. They have a safe place to be when we're not here, and they can still be out ranging on the grass that's there. Like today we're out working, so we have them out and about. So, you know, that works good. So they have the best of both worlds. A lot of safety, and they can get out and do the free ranging. We love it. But we need these roosts to be right. We want them to be happy and comfortable when they're in here at night. And we want all of them to be together. The two flocks have blended together very well. This will then finalize that the way where they all have the same place to roost. So there'll be one big, happy family.
As with most homesteading projects, this one took a lot longer. But what we've done is put wire up here and brought it all the way down and brought it taut here so that the chickens cannot roost up on here. Then we've put plastic down here and connected it to the wall so that their poop doesn't land on the hard surfaces, but it lands down here. Now, the next project we're doing is building new roosts, and we have decided to build a freestanding one that isn't by the wall, that's like huge sawhorses, and we're in the process of putting that together right now.
Ready to go.
All right, you can talk. going to tour the entire thing now. So this stayed the same. We didn't put anything there. This is our freestanding roost. And you can see that we've just used logs from our forest. They've already been up here. They're not up here right now because you can see they're down there. I just gave them scrambled eggs and they're ravenous for scrambled eggs. So we put their water, or their food. Their water and food is here. Their food is hanging from a wire from there so that they can not knock it over. The food, the water's there. This is their nesting box. And then we put the other one on the wall over here. So I feel pretty good about this. There's our thermometer in here. So we have 2 sets of nesting boxes, a nice new roost for them, and lots of things for them to eat. The deep bedding with the wood chips, which is working amazing. There is not one odor in this room, none whatsoever. And